Yo, 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 yo. Show you right. What's going on, y'all? How's everybody doing again? How's everybody doing? Glad you guys are here. Glad you guys are tuned in. Um glad you guys are showing interest. Let me see. I'm gonna try to span around a little bit. Yeah. So, oh man, my hat's off to you guys that are watching, that are tuning in with me, and things like that. But anyway, before I go any further, it's JP or Grandma's Baby, whichever one you want to call. I am the driver of a commercial semi truck. I'm also the founder and owner and CEO of my own business, JP Henderson Enterprise LLC, as well as the services that I find up under there. And I also do some DJing and photography also, which is found up under my services. Um, as well as author, 2 books that are on Amazon and a couple more titles. Nonetheless, enough about me. Enough about me. I just want to kind of put that in there, let me brag a little bit. Let me just get a little brag in there, just a little bit. There ain't gonna be a lot, but anyway, I talked to y'all a couple episodes back about money management, and I wanted to follow up because I thought about something else and money management, and uh, I just wanted to help to kind of get your thought process into a place of how you can do better. You know, I hear a few times, man, I don't know where my money going at. I don't know what's going on with my money. I don't know why I don't have any money. Uh, Things like that. And it's just like I don't be knowing what to say. It's 2015. Last year, not 15. I'm sorry, guys. 2025. And last year, I was putting out that I'm not I'm not about to uh, be giving out any other free advice and suggestions. I'm not doing that no more. Because every time I give out something free, it's either heard, not applied, or either they say the same things. After I give you the blueprint, I give you the blueprint, and you still do the same thing, which it just shows me that you don't want to apply the principles or the, suggestions or the free game or the free advice or, things like that. You don't want to apply it. So who am I? I cannot decide your success. I cannot decide if you're going to make it, um if you're going to make it or not. I can't determine that. That's not for me to determine. That's for you to determine. Only thing I can do is I can give you the schematics, I can give you a blueprint, I can give you a map, I can give you an idea, I can give you a thought. But other than that, I can't give you anything else, you know? Now if you come to me and say, man, JP, man, I really wanna I really want to figure out something that I can do. I really want to figure out something I can do. I can understand that. I can understand that. And my question. All right, we're back. I'm glad we had some technical difficulties. Shouldn't have messed with that. That's what I get with messing with stuff. Yeah, grandma would have ate me up for that. You always touching stuff. You ain't got no business touching stuff. See, that's what happens. That's what you get. You always putting your hands on something you ain't got no business. But um, if somebody came up to me and was like, "Man, JP, man, I I don't know what to do anymore as far as like making money. I need to make some money. I need to do something that's gonna bring me some more money." Um, and things like that, or whatever. I can understand it. And, the first thing that will go through my mind is, well, I mean, does this person have a budget? Like, do they have a budget? Does this person know how much money they bring in? Does this person know, you know, these simple things? Because that's where you're going to start. That's where you're going to start. I mean, knowing what you bring home every month, averaging that, times it by 12, getting your yearly net sum, knowing how much you spend in the month, knowing how much you spend in a month. Make sure I pull this window up. Okay. Knowing how much you spend in a month. Um, those are the things that you're gonna need to know. What are your bills in a month? How much money do you spend in a month? That's what you're gonna need to know, so you will know how to make your budget and make you a plan. That's the only reason. That's the only thing you're gonna know how to do. And if somebody came up to me and were to ask me stuff, something like that, I would ask them that, and then I would ask them this simple question: would you be willing to sacrifice 6 months of your life? 6 months. Like 6 months of my life. What do you mean 6 months of your life? I mean, would you be willing to sacrifice 6 months, your next 6 months of your life, to be completely freaking bored? Would you? Because if you don't want to sacrifice your next 6 months to being bored, you're not really looking for. You just want to have something to vent about. You just want to have something to talk about. And as my neighbor, God bless her soul, used to say, ain't nobody doing nothing but complaining. Ain't nobody gonna listen to it anyway. I ain't got no right in grumbling. Ain't nobody gonna listen to it. And I don't want to listen to it. After I've given out free game, or all this information, all these different ideas. I mean, I don't want to. I don't want to hear it. You should be at the place where you can be applying those principles or those characteristics or whatever it is. You should be applying that to your life. So 6 months. If that person were to agree to 6 months to towards building finances, I will give them just that. Fix up your budget. See what your expenses are. Wherever you can come down, and you gotta be honest with yourself about your expenses. Bill wise, you gotta be honest with yourself. You know, don't leave out something that is pertinent. If you got what is it? Auto pay. If you got auto pay, you need to add that, line that out. Everything that's going to come out of your money, you know. Then we'll move into, an average of uh, expenses for household and grocery. Then we'll add into the expenses of like personal care and things like that. But this is just going to be the dedication that it's going to take for you to get on track. The main thing that we want to make sure we get across is to put things in order, because God works with order. So as long as it's in order and it's made clear, He can bless it. He can bless it. You may have been doing things wrong the whole time, but as long as you put things in order, arrange it, get organized, that's when you can start seeing things start to happen in your life. Every morning I get up, I make my bed. I don't have much of a bed. I would show you guys my bed, but I don't really have time to do that right now. But I just got this one comforter. If I use the comforter, if I don't use the comforter, I get up in the morning and I make my bed. I put my pillows, stack my pillows in the corner. If I'm about to get up, that's the first decision I make, is to make my bed. That's the first decision. I thank God, and I pray, um, and things like that. And once I get up, I make my bed. Okay, practice that. Practice that. Let that be the first thing you practice. Make your bed. Some people get out of bed and don't make their bed. Some people get out of their bed, go the whole day, come back to bed the same way that they left it that morning. Let that be your first decision every morning. Every morning. Let that be your first accomplishment every morning. If you can make your bed in the morning and you can accomplish that every morning, it's a lot of other accomplishments that come along. Yeah. Um, read a book. Stop. Just because it says, are you willing to be bored, doesn't mean that you sit up there and you scroll up and down on social media all day. Get a book. Or get you some headset, get you a headset and turn you on a audiobook. I got a playlist that I'm working on, that I'm building on. Um, if you comment down in the comments, um, book, just type book. Um, I will inbox you the link. Um, that's one thing that you can do. Um, that way you're working on teaching your brain and your mind something different than just seeing what everybody else is doing. Because when you see what everybody else is doing, that's going to make you want to do what everybody else is doing. Other than doing what everybody else is doing, don't be a follower. Don't be a follower. What do they call that? God calls that in the Bible. I'm not trying to be religious here, but He calls that um, coveting, coveting what somebody else has, or jealousy. If you see what somebody else has or does or is doing, and you're jealous of what they're doing, or you want to do what they're doing, then those are two things. Those are hand in hand. Things that you don't want to do. You don't want to get yourself doing that. We're trying to self improve here. 2025, we need to get better. We need to be better. Um, yeah, to be bored, you know, I would recommend that. But listen to an audio book. Um, do cleaning. Do some cleaning. Do some gardening. Take on a task. Take on a task that is not going to be over with just in one day. Like if you clean the bathroom, you clean your kitchen, you clean your living room, you clean your bedroom, you sweep off your front and back porch, you um, blow off your yard, you mow your yard, um, you do some gardening, you take on some DIY tasks, um, you clean your car, just something. You do your laundry. just do something that is going to lead you to a more productive life. You're being productive when you're taking care of home. Um, that would be one thing that I would recommend. Like, but this isn't bringing any money, but how much are you spending now? You're not spending anything. You're not spending anything to be home. You're not spending anything to um learn something new. You're not spending anything to um take care of home. You're not spending anything to do these things. So are you willing to sacrifice being bored? Even with the TV, don't fill yourself up on so much TV. Do something. Like walk around, do something. You know, whatever the case may be, what may have you, as my friend Benny would say. Um, yeah, do something. Read some scriptures if you want to increase your faith. Um, if you want to increase your faith, I would suggest you download. There's three things you need to download. You download the Bible app, regular Bible. It just says Bible. And it has where you can choose what version you want. Download the Pray app, and the third one is, let's see. Thought I opened up Pray. Topical Bible. Topical Bible. Um, you download those three and work with that. Work with that. They're gonna give you tasks. You got things you can do. You can, fill yourself, occupy your space and time with those things. Now, if you're able to do that, guess what? Within a week, just say we're gonna say you get paid every 2 weeks. Within those 2 weeks, how much money would you have saved? Versus not going out to eat, cooking at home. If you work, long hours or whatever, preparing you something to eat or cooking you something to eat that's going to last you for a couple of days. If you got a big family, cooking enough for your family and then cooking something aside for you to take to work. We call that meal prepping. Say, well, that costs a lot of money. I mean, at first, but the more that you find your grocery list, when you get things big size, you'll find that you won't need them later. So the first 6 months, we work on just saving you some money. Take your money, put your money into an interest account where it's going to build money. Um, take you some money and put some money in a Robin. Now we ain't gonna say you're gonna invest right now, but we're just gonna put some money over there in Robin. Okay. If you got if you got some cash or something like that, we're gonna take $20. We take $20 and we'll go put that in a jar. Or put it in a book, picture frame, put it in something. Just put it in something. Just put it in something. Somewhere. Okay? But the main thing is you want to put some money back. All the money that you would spend before is the same money that you putting back. If you go eat out every day, that's nearly $20 a day. Nearly. You're just gonna say that you're by yourself. That's nearly $20 a day. $20 a day times that by seven. Seven. It's $1,400 a week. Well, no, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. That's 140. That's $140 a week. Just on food. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. That's $140, $150 basically every week for food. You get paid every 2 weeks. So 150 plus 150, that's $300. In 2 weeks, you're spending $300 worth of food going out to eat. $300. In a month, you done spent $600. Now, how much is that budget that you have to spend for the week? You take that $600 that you spend a month eating, and you break that down to $250. We're just gonna say no, 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 no. We're just gonna say $300. You break it down to $300 a month. That's what eating in, going to the grocery store and getting stuff from the grocery store. That's 300 extra dollars that you got that you can put back. Think about it. You don't have to go buy everything. You just, like I said, 6 months just to be bored. Not to party, not to club, not to splurge, not to nothing. But being disciplined. But being disciplined, you're taking account of not only yourself, your finances, um, you're taking account of your own discipline. You're taking account of just you, the way you live. You're taking account of the way you live, you know? So, yeah, that's how I would break that down to somebody that, is like, man, I need to do something to make some more money. You need to be bored. You need to be bored for 6 months, which means be disciplined for 6 months. Put your money back for 6 months. Put your money in certain places for 6 months. If you can take $100 or $200 out of your check, we're just gonna say 100. If you could take $100 out of your check every 2 weeks and put those $100 into another account, why not do that? And be bored. Because as soon as your next check comes, you put another 100. That's $200. You put $200 back in 1 month. Okay. Now, 200 times six. In 6 months, you have $1,200. Are you willing to be bored? It's the question that you got to ask yourself. Are you willing to be bored? Now, you got $1,200. 6 months. You done been bored. Okay. Now let's find something that's gonna make us some money. That's not gonna cost us any money. Those $20 that you put into Robinhood every week. That's $20 every 2 weeks. That's $40 in a month. 40 times six. That's $240. That's $240 you got into your account. You got $1,200 that's put back. If you want to take $10 from that to put with your 240 to make 250, by all means, make it work like that. Now, within this 6 months, if you know that you want to do some trading, study trading. Learn trading. Learn how to do that. In 6 months' time, you have $250 off of $20 put into the account that you can start working with. You can put $80 or you put $100 to a trade, SoFi or what is the other one? Tesla, Amazon, Apple, any of those things. You can do trades with those. those are just examples. Like it's so many different companies out there that you can trade with. You can do trades with those. You can take $100 and put into a dividend um investment. I think I can't remember which ones they are, but Google it, Google it. Google accounts stocks that offer dividends, monthly stocks, or high high yield dividend stocks. Let's go with that, high yield dividend stocks. That means the percentages are going to be pretty high. I mean, maybe 12 to 14, maybe, or 7 or something like that. I think the highest is going to be like 7. I don't know. I might be exaggerating, 12 to 14. But go into that. It's so many different things that you can go into. I mean, I had a list of ways that you could make some kind of money, you know. But you should definitely figure out ways what you can do and the ways that you can make it, because it's out there for you. The way that the world is shaped up, it should not be any reason that no one should not be um making 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 any money. It should be no way possible. No way possible. Um I'm looking through my notes just to see can I find those things. I was gonna share that with you guys. But if I can't find it, it's okay. Um yeah, if I can't find it, it's okay. Oh, here we go. No, that might be what I meant to. But there are so many things that you can learn from to make you some money. You can do you some tax deeds. You can do you some um, stocks and trades. You can make money with what do they call them? Travel guide, travel people. The people that um, find deals and stuff for you to travel with. There are so many things that you can do to make money. You just have to really dig in and really want to do these things. You got to really want it. You really, 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 really deeply got to want it. But are you willing to be bored? That's the main thing. Are you willing to be bored? Because if you're not willing to be bored, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to work for you. It's not. It's not. You know, the reason I say that is because you're going to fall into this category of, um, you're going to fall into this category of wanting to spend money frequently, wanting to get this, get that, um, and then and your discipline is just going to be off. I've heard people say, well, if I got the money, I'm going to get it. If I got money, I'm going to get it. I mean, young, depending your age makes a difference. If it's anybody young, you're 18, 16. I'm going to go back as far as 16. You're 16 and you just got a job and you're making you some money. And the first thing you're like, yeah, I'm gonna go get me some clothes. I'm gonna go get me some this. I'm gonna go get me some that. Best thing for you to do at your age is to save your money. Is to save your money. If you can put your money into an interest account, put your money in an interest account, and let your money continue to stack up. At 16, if you're doing that for 16, 17, 18, you stay working for 3 years till you graduate. Think about how much money you'll be done had. You'll be done had a lot of money by the time you graduate. Now your mind is so focused on putting money back and saving money. When you get out of high school, you already have a clear thought of what you want to be. Versus if you get paid and you get your checks, first thing you do, you're gonna go out, you're gonna buy uh, clothes and shoes, and uh, you're just gonna think about those disposable things, those things that eventually they're not gonna matter, just worthless. Shoes, if you wear your shoes, they're gonna deteriorate. Clothes, after a while, they're gonna go out. And you pay. Okay, now we're back. All right, I don't know what that was. It just, I guess my microphone spot is too big, or maybe the things that I'm telling you is just too big. I don't know, but those things are the things like at that type of age you would see people spending $400 for a pair of shoes that you wear them 6 times and they're no good. Clothes that buy designer clothes which cost so much money, and then in 2 3 years they're gonna go bad. They're gonna go away. That's what I mean. Sad to say, but our culture does that. You buy these designer clothes and you're putting money in the designer's pocket versus putting money in your pocket. Why not? Okay, if you're gonna buy, what is it, Ed Hardy, Versace, or something like that. If you're gonna buy that, invest in it. Find it in the stock market. Find out where it's at in the stock market, and then put the money in there. Buy what you're gonna buy from them, then take you some money and put into some stocks in there. The same money that you put in, and it might not be the exact same money that you get back, but you get you some returns back if you buy you a couple shares from that. So, like I say, it's all different kind of ways, but are you willing to be bored for 6 months? Income tax. That's really what I really want to get started on with this speaking was the not technical difference. Okay, we're back. We're back. Okay. I'm hoping that worked. It looks like it did. It looked like it did. I think it did. Okay. So income tax. That's what I wanted that's what I really wanted to talk, and that's what I'm gonna close this cast out about. Income tax. I know everybody's waiting on income taxes. Everybody. Everybody's waiting on income taxes so they can get all the money that they're gonna get back, and guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna go spend it. So all that money that you work for, that you get back, you're gonna take that money, you're gonna spend it on something that's not even gonna make you any money back. Something that's not even gonna do you any good. Right? No. 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 Once you get your income tax, however much you get or whatever, put that back somewhere, put it back, and basically do what you already been doing. Now, some people don't like saving. Some people don't like it. If you can find that one avenue that you can go into and you can take some of your income tax and you can invest some of that money into something so it can bring you back some money, do that. Do that. You know, put it in a place where it's going to continue to grow. Like I say, those interest accounts got Fumu, you got Marcus, you got UFB. Um, you just have to look up. You just have to look up high end interest savings account, checkings account, or basically savings. Because you're not going to want to spend anything out of the account. That's the main thing. Put it in the account and let it grow. Every so often, or I think at the end of every month, you're going to get an interest for what you got inside of your account. If you got over like $3,000, you got an extra $2 coming in every month. That is, it's sitting there. Your money is sitting there, but it's actually accruing much more money every month. Why not do that? And keep putting money in there. Make it grow bigger. Why not do that? It's just about being disciplined about, this and that. Don't take your whole income tax because it's about to be income tax season. Don't take your whole income tax and blow it. Don't blow it. Don't blow it. It's going to be a time when things are about to change within this first year of Mr. Trump being in the presidency. Things are about to change. So don't be the one. Don't be the one. If you're watching this video, don't be the one to get your income tax and then go and spend it on something that you don't even need. And then say a couple months in, let's see, around in June or July, don't be one of the ones that says, dang, I ain't got no money. I'm broke. Keep doing what you're doing. You weren't bored for 6 months. You weren't being bored for 6 months. Makes sense. Makes sense. If you're responsible and you have things that you have to do them. And I mean your responsibilities as your bills, your expenses, the things that you have to live by to keep a roof over your head and transportation to make your money. And, food to eat, things like that. If you're being disciplined in that, you'll see the reward. You'll want to be bored for a whole year. You know, you shouldn't have to take a trip every four or five times a year, every year. You shouldn't have to do that. You'll never have any money. I don't want to say you'll never have any money, but you're spending your money going different places, and then you have to come back and work extra harder to get the money back. Don't make sense. For some people it's different. For people on salary that get paid, you're gonna get paid regardless, every month or twice a month, however your salary works. But if you gotta go and clock in to make your pay, discipline yourself. Discipline yourself. Even with salary, discipline yourself. You know, if you can sacrifice not having to do so much through the week and take care of the things that need to be taken care of, you take care of your home, you take care of yourself, and you take care of, the things that you need to take care of. Within that first year of doing that, look how much money you would have been able to put back. And the next year, take your a small trip. Take you a small trip. Pick you a time in the year to take that trip and take that trip. The next year, go back to being bored. Now, if you're around 60, 70 years old, and you just want to go and you just want to go and you ain't got no money. I'm sorry to say it, but you're going to die with a lot of debts. You're going to die with a lot of debts. I'm hoping that you got a life insurance policy because your next of kin, your kids are going to have to pay for your debts. The debts that you got yourself into. That's only reality. That's only the reality of real life. When you take your last breath, your bills don't stop coming. You still getting billed without even knowing that you're getting billed. You dead and gone to glory, you still getting billed. It's real life. It's real life. It's what do you do with the knowledge? What do you do with the wisdom? What do you do with that? Do you continue to be foolish or do you take heed and put plan to action? That's the main thing. A lot of people don't understand that. One thing that I've learned that you have to do is you have to erase everything that you have been taught. Everything. Everything. And you have to start with a clear surface and build off of that clear surface of the things that you're learning and the things that, are being taught to you. Because everything that you've been taught is different now. So you have to be able to do that. It's great to frequently meditate and clear your mind. It is wonderful to do that. And I would definitely, 2 thumbs up, suggest to do that, to meditate. Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's different in different places. Maybe it's different in different lights. But at the end of the day, you can do what you want to do. Do what the you want to do. Whether I suggest it, whether I like it, or whether I don't like it, or whether it's, do what the you want to do. That's just basically it. Who am I to tell you what to do? I can't tell you what to do. I mean, I can't, I'm not going to get mad if you don't do what I want you to do because I know what I got to do for myself. You know, you do what you got to do for yourself. If anything that I'm saying makes sense, if anything that I'm saying is put a light to the fire, to questions that you've been trying to seek and haven't had the understanding for, and I've hit some places, take heed to them. Apply them. What's it going to hurt? Who's it going to hurt? It's only going to help. That's all it's going to do. It might take some time to get used to because it's a change. Change is always difficult. Change is not always easy, but it's worth it. It's worth it. So I don't know. It's up to y'all at the end. At the end of the day, it's up to you. Only you can prevent forest fires. But anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. I ain't gonna talk to y'all no more, tell y'all no more about suggestions and advice, plans. I ain't gonna talk no more about it. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it be, and let you guys figure out for yourself what you want to do. That's what I'm gonna do. So on that note, hey, I appreciate you joining. Comment, comment down in the comment feedback chat thing, whatever y'all want to call it, about anything that y'all got in mind. Just talk to me. It ain't gonna hurt. It ain't gonna hurt. Some of y'all that don't want to look at it, don't want to watch this video, and say, man, he ain't talking about nothing. He ain't talking about nothing. I ain't worried about that either. Because I'm gonna make another one, and it's gonna come out the next day. And if you see me 5 days a week of, hey, it's on you if you want to check it out or not. I don't mind. Yittity. So on that, y'all, I'm gone. I'm gonna get out of here. This has been Grandma's Baby, JP. And appreciate y'all for coming. Appreciate y'all for listening. Right here on Show You Right.